Hey, good morning, everybody. Alexander here, High Winds EDC. It is day one, officially day one of my favorite time of the year, Fixed Blade February. Now, I made a small post yesterday just kind of introducing day zero. Today is the first day of the challenge. Let's go over what this means. For me personally, it is the full month of February carrying nothing but a fixed blade, whether it's um, on the hip, whether it's in the pocket. I will only be carrying fixed blades. Now, I can't carry any multi-tools that have a blade on it. I can't carry any utility knives or anything like that. All of my cutting tasks for the month of February have to be done with a fixed blade. It's just a nice challenge. I like to take it every year. There was one year I missed it just because I didn't have like a really good fixed blade, and just like I think that was the year I got married. No, it wasn't the year I got married. That was a different year. Anyways, but yeah, that's what it means for me. And my friend Damian Grajera over off of Replicant EDC, he will also be taking this challenge. It's his first year doing it. He's got a super awesome fixed blade that he's going to be using for this entire month. I have a bit of a rotation, so that's a privilege that I get to have this year. Whereas in past years, I hadn't really had a whole lot of like rotation. First year I ever did it was with the Boker AK1 in a reverse Tonto. Love that fixed blade. I have since sold it just to move on and get into other knives and stuff like that. But I got a lot of friends on Instagram who are also partaking in the challenge. But that being said, I also kind of wanted to go over some of the gear that I had to kind of help supplement what I will be doing and what I will be carrying. So in place of like the multi-tool, I will be carrying a pair of Cobra 5-inch pliers by Knipex. I really like these. The only reason why I've been carrying these so frequently is because I lost my 4-inch set, the ones without the button lock slip joint. I lost them. One of my like very first months at this new job that I had, I used them to take off a supply line of a sink, and I think I set them down and I never picked them back up again. So that was very regretful. And so I had this backup pair, and instead of buying an extra 4-inch pair of pliers, I went ahead and just got this pair right here that I already had on hand, and just decided, hey, let's just use the crap out of these ones. These come in handy all the time for my plier needs. I love these things. These are really nice pliers, very well made. They don't rust. I'm around a lot of water in the new mitigation industry that I am in, and so these things are lifesavers. Everybody's always asking to borrow them because they know I have them on hand. So yeah, really good thing. Also, for all of my driving tasks, like as far as oh, let me go over this. These I think are like priced at like $30 or something like that, maybe even 40, I can't remember, but I will try to include the price on these. Next, sorry, for the driving tasks, that means all of the screwing that I need to be doing, I have this Big Idea Designs Bit Bar Inline Max. Now this was an expensive piece of gear. I will just let you guys know right now. I think it was upwards of $120. I got it with a 10% discount from Big Idea Designs. So, but I love it. At first, when I first got it in hand, I was like, okay, is this thing really going to be able to keep up with everyday tasks, real world working tasks? And the answer has been yes. At first, I almost doubted it for a second, but after carrying it for a few weeks now, ever since Christmas pretty much, I absolutely love this thing. It's got my Phillips heads, it's got Torx heads. Those Torx heads have come in handy. And guess what else has come in handy? These, they're more like they're the hexagonal bits, but they're flat. These little guys right here, they do fit hex keys. And whenever we get into the contents side of water mitigation, every now and then we run into a bunk bed. Now, these bits have come in handy because they're almost all the same head size, whether the small or large side of that hex. So this thing has come in handy. It does have the three position system. There is the angled side right here. Sorry, I got to get that set in properly. And this comes in handy every now and then. There is play though, I will say that. So you do have to be mindful. And then there is the T. There's play in there too. That's something you have to realize. Now, it still comes in handy. It still sets inside of that square very easily, and I really like it. $120 retail. Every now and then these do pop up on the secondary market for a much cheaper price. Um, uh, can I, let me see, can I recommend it to the working class man um, as their EDC? I can, because now I'm using it. But if you're a man who doesn't want to spend $120 on a screwdriver, completely understand. Might as well go take that money and spend it on a Leatherman. I wanted to get this guy because I've wanted one for a really long time. I've wanted one since the first iteration, but as a working class person, I couldn't really ever justify it as a purchase until recently. You know, my wife and I, you know, we moved from Texas and to a new state, and we've been doing a little bit better for ourselves and stuff. And so this was like my Christmas gift. This was my big Christmas gift from my wife to me, and so it has just been awesome. In that sense, it was a great gift. I'm able to use it every single day pretty much when I go to work, and if I don't, then I just kind of keep it in the pocket, and it's got a small form factor. So enough about that. We also carry a piece of leather, Triari. In this case, we have my pen, my flashlight. That my MicroStream has always just been a go-to workhorse. Yesterday night, we had an on-call. Somebody's sink was leaking all over their floor, so you know we had to go do some water mitigation. We met up with the plumber. The plumber there was trying to get up underneath the sink, and he's just like, his phone was in the truck charging, and he's like, "Can one of you guys got a flashlight I can use?" And my foreman, he pulls out his phone light, and I'm like, "No, here, just use this." And I was able to hand this confidently to the plumber so he can get under the sink and address whatever problem he was dealing with. So it's also, this is a flashlight I feel comfortable handing off to somebody. I didn't realize that until yesterday, because I'm like, all right, this is a cheaper flashlight that I've had for years now, and I can hand it off to somebody. I also wanted to talk about this right here. Sorry, so that was the flashlight. I also wanted to talk about this guy right here. This is my bum bag that I have finally kitted out with stuff that I would like to carry just and always have on hand or somewhere nearby, whether it's like on the windshield of the truck, well, on the dashboard of the truck, the work truck that I'm in, or yeah, anything like that. So let's just take a look at this guy. As you can see with the laser molly, I have a second pen and a Sharpie. Now the Sharpies always come in handy because when I do contents and stuff like that, or maybe I am having to mark out areas of what is affected by water, what is unaffected by water, it's always nice to have a Sharpie on hand. I can write on painter's tape like, hey, this is no good, exit out. That's what comes up for demolition. The pen is a tactile turn. This is not the mini, but the bronze side click. I really like this guy. It's very nice and heavy, and I haven't carried it in a while, so I figured, hey, why not just keep it on my bum bag, so that way I'd still have that pen nearby. I also take this to my my second job. I have a second job at night at a liquor store. That's really fun, so I just take this and grab it, so that way I don't necessarily have to be loaded down with a bunch of gear. I can take something like these two items right here. Throw them inside, and they will be good to go. Then I also have my O-Light. I really like the O-clip in this little slot right here because I carry it across my chest. I do not fanny pack carry this guy. I carry it across my chest, and whenever I'm walking to the car at night, and we have to leave out the back door, come in through the parking lot, I can just turn it on right there, and I'm good to go if I need light or something like that. Same thing with the kids. It's just always nice to have. Can unclip it, clip it back in, and so this is really good. There are my patches. I am no longer a member of the Zong gang, but it's still really nice to have this patch. This is a Pena patch that my friend Damien had sent me, and then this is just an American flag Benchmade / Blade HQ crossover patch. They're the only patches that I really own, so they're the only ones that I put on the bag. Let's take a look inside. This thing is really awesome. Oh, the reason why I'm really showing you guys this is because up until recently, I haven't had any way to organize inside. It was just like throw it in there, free floating, but now I have some organization and I can talk to you about that. Right here, now when I don't have my AirPods, this is where I carry a spare magazine. Sorry, it's just really good hook and loop. So I carry it sideways. Either a spare magazine can go in here or my AirPods go in here. When I'm at work, it's the AirPods. Whenever it's going out and about, sorry, it fell. When I'm going out and about, or I'm like, it's a church day or something like that, a spare magazine will go in the place of the AirPods. So yeah, and it's just something that goes along right here. It leaves some, I don't have this part occupied. We'll talk about this big guy right here. This is a larger size. These are really convenient. So, what is it? Blue Ridge Overland Gear, Blue Ridge Mountain Gear, the makers of the bum bag. Sorry. Have inserts that you can get, but they're like $8 for the long three hook and loop set. And I went on Amazon and I found these guys that you've been seeing. Here's an empty one that I have right here too. I found these guys. They were like $11 and it was 3. This is a large, this is a medium, and then you saw the small where it goes. But this is how I carry everything else. So I do have an extra flashlight, a little bit of redundancy. Now, I know in Fixed Blade February, I said I wasn't gonna carry a utility knife, but there is a slot for my cool little heart utility blade. I really like it. We have the Raylight Pineapple Mini because my Rampant took the spot of my Raylight, but my Rampant by XE Designs, but I'm gonna have to send that away for a little bit, so that's gonna go in there. I do have a multi-tool in here as well because I really do love the SOG Power Pint. It's a really good multi-tool. Next to it, I have my Glow Rhino pry bar. That's for bottle opening sake, and a little bit of prying if I need it. And it goes right inside this slot right next to it. I really like that. And then sometimes the slider is in my pocket and sometimes it's just in this little slot right here. So I really like it. It's something I can run, go grab from the truck if I need it, or I can take it out of the truck. This is always near me now. It's kind of like my little Merce. Say what you want about it, but I really like having this on hand, and it's just everything you need, nothing that you don't. And I don't have to have all this in my pockets anymore. So these little organizers have really changed my pack out game. So I really appreciate that. $8 on Amazon. I might link it in the description, we'll see. And then whenever I'm at my overnight job, where's it at? Where are you at? There you are. Sorry, I got a lot of mess right here. And then whenever I'm at my overnight job, it gets a little slow. I can take this guy right here, slide it right there, and that's where it'll go. If I'm not going to work or anything else, I can take this, just pull it out, throw my Triari in there, and then there's room for it without it being super like bulky. And it maintains a slimmer profile that I can just palm if I need to, if I don't want to carry it with the strap. I am looking at getting a little med pouch if I can. I also had got some of these. These are really cool off of Amazon. They're very inexpensive. It's like a little battery holder. I forgot which YouTuber I saw recommended these things, but I'll link them in the description. They're like AA battery holders, and they can also, I got the AA size because I saw a comment on Amazon that said, hey, you get this little pack right here. It comes with 2 of these for your AA batteries, and you can also fit your AAAs in there. So you don't have to buy the AA pack and then go buy a AAA pack. You could just throw the AAAs in here, and yeah, they rattle around, but they stay safe, and you can have a couple of extra batteries on you as well. But that's pretty much it. Every now and then I'll throw some of those in there. Like I'm carrying the Raylight. I'll fill this up with AAAs, so that way the Raylight always has an extra battery on hand. That's really it. I don't really have a good timepiece, like a watch that I can show you guys. It's usually just my Apple Watch, or I have an old Fossil watch that I carry. Oh, these guys are really cool too. I got a pack of these for like $8. They're 6-inch cable ties. You can cut them smaller if you need to. I got those because I have a charger. It's in my backpack in the work truck right now, which is kind of pointless, but I can even throw that in there if I need to take a charger somewhere, if I know my phone is gonna die, if I know my Game Boy is gonna die. My emulator, that is. But yeah, guys, this is kind of what I wanted to show you guys, talk about a little bit for Fixed Blade February, kind of how I'm going to go about it. This is what my carry is going to really look like and make up. But if you guys have any questions, if you guys are interested in participating in Fixed Blade February, please, man, I want you to either tag me on Instagram. You know, I want to see that stuff. You can pocket check me on Instagram. I'm going to be talking with Damien a couple of days this month about it and seeing how he likes it, because he struggles. He really likes his folders, and he's really big into the buy sell trade scene. So we'll see, man. You guys pray for him, because he's going to be struggling this month. And then I got a couple of other friends who are going to be partaking. And then, of course, there are other influencers who I may not necessarily be in constant communication with, but I know that Fixed Blade February is a thing. Fixed Blade Friday is a thing. So let me know. I know other people in the past have done Fixed Blade February. They've only done a week or two. That's great, because you can do like 2 weeks of Fixed Blade February. That's great, because you're still appreciating the concept of carrying a fixed blade for an extended period of time, and that being your only carry. So I hope you guys don't think I'm rambling. I just wanted to take you through my new bum bag. I thought it was really cool. Maybe I can do a solo video on this after I've kind of maybe added some more stuff to it, but like especially like med kit or something like that. But yeah, guys, if there's anything that you guys are curious about, just let me know down in the comments. And what is your favorite fixed blade? That's today's question. Oh, sorry, that's today's question. Peace. Y'all take care.